Just 1 hour a day. Change your life forever. Let me ask you this. What if I told you that just 1 hour a day, 60 minutes, is enough to completely change the direction of your life? Would you believe me? Most people won't. Why? Because they've been misled. They believe transformation requires a miracle. They think success demands working 20 hours a day, pure luck, or being born into wealth. But I'm here to tell you, you don't need any of that. Everything begins with 1 hour. Just 1 hour. 1 hour of intentionality. 1 hour of discipline. 1 hour where you choose to work on yourself instead of watching others live their lives. You see, most people are always busy, but very few are truly growing. They scroll endlessly, they rush around, they repeat old habits, but they don't pause, they don't reflect. And because they don't reflect, they never change. But you're different. If you're still reading, it means you're searching. You're ready. And today, we'll talk about how a single hour can reshape your habits, your income, your relationships, and even your legacy. Because success isn't an accident. It's a decision, repeated daily. And the best part? You don't need to wait for New Year's. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need a big break. All you need is 1 hour a day. Reclaim the first hour of your day. Let me tell you something powerful. How you start your day determines how you live your life. It's not just a routine, it's a ritual. That first hour is your launch pad, your foundation, your most important beginning. Yet most people throw it away. They wake up and grab their phone, check messages, read the news, watch what others are doing. But they forget to check in with the most important person, themselves. They don't ask, what do I truly want today? Who must I become to reach it? What kind of life am I building? If you don't intentionally program your mind in that first hour, the world will do it for you. And let me warn you, the world out there isn't always in your favor. It will fill your mind with chaos, drama, distractions, negativity. And before you know it, you're reacting to life instead of designing it. So here's your challenge. Take that hour back. Own it. Before emails flood in, before social media swallows your attention, before the day gets chaotic, rise earlier. Not for a trend, but for transformation. Use that hour to build yourself. Read 10 pages of a great book. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Plan your day. Visualize your goals. Move your body. Drink water. Sit in silence. Do the things your old self never made time for. Because here's the truth. If you master your first hour, you master your day. Master enough days, you master your life. Discipline over emotion. I know some people will say, I'm not a morning person, but hear me out. Success doesn't care who you are. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. Do you think successful people wake up to fireworks and motivation? No. They make decisions. They build habits. They train their minds. And so can you. Starting tomorrow, make a new pact with yourself. Before you touch the world, touch your future. Use your first hour not to consume, but to create. Don't just wake up, rise up. Because your future doesn't wait until 11 a.m. It starts at 6. Protect that hour like treasure. Now that you've reclaimed the first hour of your day, guard it like gold, because someone will always try to take it from you. Not with a gun, but with a phone notification, a small request, a quick thing, and then that precious hour is gone. Given away to build someone else's dream, while yours is left behind. Understand this. This hour isn't extra. It's not spare. It's not filler. It's sacred. It's strategy. It's the moment you invest in you, because time is like money, but once lost, it can't be earned back. You can earn another dollar, but you'll never get back a lost hour. So what do? Build a fence around that hour. Declare it, this is my hour. No calls, no emails, no social media, no distractions. Not because you're rude, but because you're serious. Serious like a craftsman who treasures his tools, like a farmer who honors his soil. Because if used right, that hour will return to you in clarity, skills, results, income, and confidence 100-fold. But only if you don't trade it for something cheap. Don't swap gold for breadcrumbs. That's what people do when they say, just checking this real quick. Let me just reply fast. This won't take long. And then they spend their best hour reacting to the world instead of rebuilding their world. Schedule it. Name it. No negotiation. Every evening, schedule that hour. Give it a name. Guard it. No flexibility, no negotiation. Tell your family, your friends, and most importantly, yourself. This is my hour to grow, to think, to create, to build. And if someone doesn't respect it, teach them. Not with anger, but with consistency. Because when you respect your time, others begin to respect you too. Simple rule. If it doesn't help you grow, it doesn't get your hour. This isn't just about productivity. It's about priority. It's a declaration. My future matters enough for me to rise and protect it. The first hour, it's the front line of your life. Guard it like a treasure because it is one. It's the line between average and exceptional, between lost and leading, between those who talk and those who act. If you honor your first hour today, you'll have a reason to celebrate tomorrow. Direction before action. Taking back an hour isn't enough. Protecting it isn't enough. The most important thing is this: you must know what to do with it. Many people stay busy, doing a lot, achieving little. Why? Because they lack direction. They act without clarity, like running on a treadmill, sweating, exhausted, but staying in place. Action without direction is a recipe for frustration. So before your golden hour begins, before opening a book, before writing, before learning, before pressing play on a motivational video, ask yourself this vital question: where am I going? Just one question, but it can unlock your entire life. Because without direction, you'll move, but never arrive. Direction is the compass. Action is the engine. You need both. Train clarity every morning. Be real with yourself. At the very start of your power hour, take just 3 minutes. That's all. Ask and write down, what is my goal today? What skill am I building? What part of me do I want to improve? Most importantly, why does it matter to me? Write it down. Don't just think it, because when you put it on paper, you turn blurry thoughts into focused action. Jim Rohn once said, reasons come first, answers come second. You must know why, because once you do, everything else becomes clearer. Skip this, and you fall into the most dangerous trap: confusing motion for progress. You think you're moving forward, but you're standing still. That's why direction matters more than speed. You can move slower, but if you're moving right, you'll go farther. Make your first hour a mission. Tomorrow morning, when your alarm rings, don't just start doing something. Start choosing something. Choose the person you want to become. Choose what really matters. Choose the action that brings you closer to the life you dream of. When you have clear intention, your first hour becomes a mission. And once you live with mission, you walk a completely different path, the path of real transformation. 1 hour of learning a day, a lifetime of growth. If there's one thing I've learned in life, it's this: success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from learning what really matters. And the moment you stop learning, you stop growing. The good news is, learning isn't hard. It doesn't require classrooms. It doesn't need expensive courses. All it takes is one focused, intentional hour a day to feed your mind. That learning hour is your advantage. While others watch pointless videos, you're upgrading your mindset. While they drift in confusion, you're building competence. And over time, the difference becomes undeniable. Jim Rohn said, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. So what should you learn in that hour? Read a book, listen to mentors, study success, explore biographies of the greats. Learn about personal growth, communication, health, mindset, finances, all the things that truly make a difference. Because the more you learn, the clearer you see. The clearer you see, the better choices you make. But remember, this isn't casual reading. It's not scrolling quotes and hoping something clicks. You learn with intention. You pick up the book, press play, open your journal with the mindset: this is my learning hour, my hour of growth. And let me tell you this, 1 hour a day, every day for a year, that's 365 hours. That's over 9 full work weeks, dedicated entirely to yourself. Do that consistently for a year, and you won't recognize who you used to be. Your language evolves. Your confidence multiplies. You speak with clarity, think sharply. You handle challenges that once intimidated you. Why? Because you've been feeding your mind, daily, bit by bit, page by page, lesson by lesson. And the best part? No one can take from you what you've learned. Skills can be trained. Confidence can be built. Knowledge can be multiplied. And it all begins with 1 quiet hour a day. So what's next? Prepare your learning materials before your hour begins. Don't leave it to chance. Stack the 3 books you want to read. Cue up the podcast you've been putting off. Log into that course you keep delaying. And when the clock strikes your learning hour, dive in. Because every time you expand your mind, you expand your future. Those who learn daily are the ones who earn, live, and grow daily. Don't skip it. Don't rush it. Make learning a habit, and success becomes a lifestyle. 1 hour, one decision, one new you. And now, let's continue. Because the truth is, your future is being built in silence, in the small choices, in the invisible hours. 1 hour today might feel like a drop in the ocean, but oceans are made of drops. And your transformation is forged, not in a single blaze of glory, but in the quiet commitment to show up again and again and again. You don't need motivation, you need movement, because action precedes emotion, and momentum is built, not found. So claim that hour. Guard it like your dreams depend on it, because they do. That hour is not just an hour. It's a seed that when watered daily becomes mastery, a seed that becomes a body transformed, a business built, a mind sharpened, a life redesigned. You won't see results after one day, but after 1 week, you'll feel different. After 1 month, others will notice. After 1 year, your life will be unrecognizable. That hour, it's your quiet rebellion against a distracted world. While others scroll, you create. While others complain, you commit. While others postpone, you produce. Because someday is not a day on the calendar, and later is the enemy of greatness. You either own your hour or someone else will. You either build your vision or you'll be hired to build someone else's. So start now. Start writing the book you said you'd write. Start learning the skill you said you needed. Start the business that's been on your heart for years. Start moving your body like it deserves to be cared for. Start having the conversations that rebuild your relationships. Don't aim for perfect, aim for progress. Because the person who practices every day will always surpass the person who plans but never begins. This is about discipline, but it's also about dignity. The dignity of honoring yourself enough to say, I matter, my dreams matter, my growth matters. And what is 1 hour, really? It's 4% of your day. That's all it takes, 4% of your time to radically shift 100% of your future. And don't think you're alone. Somewhere out there, someone just like you is setting their alarm, closing their distractions, opening their journal, putting on their shoes, turning off the noise, and choosing to build, choosing to rise, choosing to evolve. Be that someone. Join the few who do, not the many who wish. Join the builders, the doers, the change makers. Because when you stack those hours day by day, you're not just changing your habits, you're changing your identity. You're becoming the kind of person who shows up. Not when it's easy, not when it's convenient, but because it's worth it. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are right on time if you start now. So take the hour. Show up raw, imperfect, unsure, but show up. Put one brick down today and then another tomorrow. Keep stacking. Keep rising. Keep refining. Because success isn't built in explosions. It's built in hours. Hour by hour, you are casting a vote for who you're becoming. And if you keep voting, eventually you win. Not by luck, not by accident, but by the quiet power of consistency. So remember, 1 hour of discipline builds momentum. 1 hour of learning shapes your mind. 1 hour of action creates results. 1 hour of presence builds relationships. 1 hour of reflection transforms your path. That's the formula. That's the truth. And now it's your turn. No more waiting, no more wishing. Just 1 hour. One decision, one future, rewritten. Begin now.